Howdy, I'm Ben Solak. Week 5's in the books. This is the play sheet. We had so many comments last week about the howdy. I've always done the howdy. Go back and watch the tape. Watch the film. I'm a big howdy guy. When I bring the show in, I bring it in with a howdy. The opening script. Did the Bears fix everything? In the first 2 weeks of the season, there was no team more embarrassing than the Chicago Bears. They entered the year with expectations for a second-year leap under head coach Matt Eberflus and a third-year leap for quarterback Justin Fields. They faced Green Bay in week 1, Tampa Bay in week 2, and completely face-planted. Offensive issues were myriad and easy to see. Receivers were running the wrong routes. The offensive linemen were blowing assignments of pass protection. The play caller couldn't help the quarterback, and the quarterback couldn't help himself. Watching Fields was so frustrating to start this season because he had the same issues now that he had as a rookie in 2021. He felt exactly the same. The timing was terrible. His feet in the pocket, atrocious. His pocket presence, abysmal. He was taking sack after sack. He was missing receivers, inaccurate throws all over the place. It was like he'd been dropped in an offense that he had never practiced before. Really frustrating to see. So yeah, there'd be that cool deep bomb or a nice scramble outside of the pocket, but those plays had always been there, and you can't keep hanging your hat on that. So I had promised myself that I had sworn off Justin Fields, okay? And then the last 2 weeks happened. Home against Denver and Thursday night against the Commanders, the offense explodes. Fields has over 600 passing yards. He has 8 touchdowns. He has only 2 turnovers, and they were bad turnovers, but there were just 2 of them, which is nice. And it feels like this offense might actually kind of be good. Now, we've all been fooled by the Bears offense before, so we're gonna look at what was good and try to figure out if it's sustainable. And to do that, we go to play action. So, number one thing I like about the Bears offense these last couple weeks is that they're taking the responsibility for who needs to win in order for this pass play to work. They're taking it off of Justin Fields' shoulders and putting it somewhere else, namely on DJ Moore's shoulders. This is a 3rd and 9 conversion. It was the first drive of the game, right? They had this huge explosive DJ Moore catch, bottom of the screen, wide open. So it's an easy throw. You don't have to worry about a contested catch. DJ Moore can run, and then you're inside the red zone. Why does this work? It works because the Bears are going to make this look like it's like a concept, right? This initially is going to look like, okay, this is something that Fields might be reading out, right? We're going to have Darnell Mooney coming and settling right here. We have Economy St. Brown might be breaking right here. DJ Moore is taking this big step to the inside. So it looks like, all right, we're trying to maybe high-low a zone defender, and we're going to try to run some spacing, and Fields going to have to make a choice from the pocket. Do I throw this route? Do I throw that route? Whatever. But it's none of that. Again, it's meant to look like we're running an actual full-on concept here. But in reality, this is a double move from DJ Moore, right? It's a dig and go. And if we go back and we actually watch how he starts this route, it's a mandatory inside release, right? He gets inside of the corner right away. And now you want to present that in-breaking route. You want to show this. Because what we're trying to do is we're just trying to get you on a 9 route. We're trying to get you isolated one-on-one down the field. We think you're going to beat the other guy. But by drawing it up this way and by giving that inside release and giving that rocker step, that fake to the dig before he gets vertical, you help hold the safety for a little bit longer, right? The safety doesn't feel DJ Moore screaming down the field. He's just hanging out in the middle of the field. You let Fields keep his eyes middle of the field a little bit longer. Again, just helps to hold that safety. And then you also get the corner beat, right? You fool the corner. You get him jumping on that route at the sticks. And again, it makes the throw so much easier for Justin Fields. So it's meant to, again, look like, oh, we might have him process something, but it's not. It's really just one read and go, and that's smart. Here we are in the red zone. Stuff gets a little bit tighter, a little quicker in the red zone, but you can still run slant and go. That's what we get from DJ Moore, top of the screen. It's going to be this outside whip route from Darnell Mooney, and Cole Kmet's going to run the pipe, and St. Brown's on the fade. There's pre-snap processing that goes on here. If this safety is going to buzz really hard to the middle of the field, and you can throw this one-on-one. Right? If you feel like this corner is in a position where he's pressing, you don't want to throw this. There's pre-snap homework to do, but in general, you have more on an isolation route where you expect him to be able to beat the guy opposite him. And so snap the football. There's our little head fake to the slant, right? This looks like it might be slant flat right here, so nice little design. And then we're just going to put the ball up high on the back pylon. And this is good coverage. He's in great position, but DJ Moore is quite good at football, and Justin Fields was a great ball. DJ Moore catches it on the top shelf, and that's 6. 3rd and 4 just outside the red zone, where we've been hitting them with double moves all day, so they're going to see it coming, right? Top of the screen, DJ Moore, hitch, go. We win it again, and this time Fields just misses the throw by a half inch. There's still meat on this bone. All right, so we've had the dig and go, we've had the slant and go, we have the hitch and go. Now we put DJ Moore in motion, right? Hide our best player in the slot. That's good offensive coordinating. And from the slot, what do? We run the out and up, right? It's not like a true double move, but it still functions like a double move. We run the post here, and the post just holds the single high safety. And then when Moore gives that 10-yard out break, and then he just wheels upfield, right? And you don't even have to actually break out and look for the ball. You just get that motion to break the corner's leverage and then just wheel it upfield. Again, we're getting to a fade route, like a deep sideline throw. Fields is great at these, but adding something into the route to make it easier for the receiver to win and then simplifying the ask for Justin Fields. So we run it. There's our out break, right? It's right at the stick. So the corner thinks, okay, this ball's coming to the out. And then Moore gets on top of him. Beautiful throw, beautiful catch. And that's 7. Now, you'll notice we said Justin Fields a lot in that segment, but we also said DJ Moore a lot in that segment. And if there's anything that's working right now for the Bears offense, it is selling out to get DJ Moore activated. And it took a few weeks, but Justin Fields is showing more trust in DJ Moore, just willing to bird dog him and throw it at him. And given the state of the rest of the Bears wide receiver room, that is a great choice. This is a 3rd and 10 against the Broncos. I love this play. This is my favorite play, which sounds weird, of the entire show here, because it's 3rd and 10, and they're just going to run seam, and then it's slant, and it's slant. DJ Moore's at the top of the screen. So this is mirrored, and it's truly pick a side, right? It's who do you want to throw this ball to? You want to throw it to DJ Moore. All right, then you're going to throw it to him, and it's one step, right? You can't really choose to do anything else. The ball's got to come out to him. And in a lot of these instances in the past, Fields would pick a guy, and he'd be late and he'd be waiting for him to get open, and then the rush would come or the window would close. And because it's a one-step concept and it's mirrored, you have to pick a side and go, there'd be nothing else for him to do. There's no backside route to get to, and he would try to scramble and it'd be terrible. On this play, the Bears blow the protection, right? I mean, I don't know what happens on the snap count, right? Watch the left side of this line, the entire line actually just fails to get up in time. Left tackle, Larry Borom, he's a backup. He's in for Braxton Jones. Just doesn't know the protection. He thinks he has a back to his side. I have no idea what happens, but we blow this protection, right? Free rusher to the side that Fields wants to throw this slant to. Watch Fields get the throw off in a tight window early, knowing that DJ Moore is still going to win this for him. And Moore makes a tough catch through contact, picks up a first down. End zone view. This is trust right here. This is quarterback talent, right? Because we're going to snap this football. We get free rusher, and watch Fields just hold his water for as long as he can, and then change the arm angle, right? Change the release window. Fast release sidearm. Get this around the rusher. And it's far from a perfect ball, but it's good enough that my receiver can make me right. That's trusting your guy to win, trusting your guy to make a tough catch, which Fields hasn't had over the course of his Darnell Mooney, Dante Pettis, Allen Robinson. Nobody had the trust to make this sort of a catch. Huge play. Don't know why I said Dante Pettis. He's the second Bears receiver to come to mind. Whatever. Some of the Fields' trust in DJ Moore is totally forced, and that's fine. I actually like the fact that we're just going to throw it at him. This play is a really, really, really important one. This is the first drive, 3rd and 15 against the Broncos in week 4. Concept-wise, we're going to run through Darnell Mooney. St. Brown is going to get to 15 yards and turn around, right? Against off cover, you like that route to the bottom of the screen. You're also going to get DJ Moore on the backside running a dig. He's running about 14 yards, but he's not going to actually get to the sticks. And that's also an option for you to pick up this first down at 15 yards. So let's run the play. All right. Fields gets to the top of his drop. Like I said, this is technically the front side over here, and then Moore's running the backside dig. But Fields pretty much the whole time is looking backside. And because the safety here is opening his hips to the front side, and he's looking that direction, you do like the dig. If you're checking your work down here, you can still like this. This is still good for you. Watch St. Brown throttle down and turn. If this ball's out on time to St. Brown, it's a first down here. So this is available to you. But Fields decided pre-snap. And in general, we don't want quarterbacks to decide pre-snap where they're going to throw the ball. But for the Bears right now, it's legitimately helpful for Fields to just say, I'm getting this ball to DJ Moore and he's going to beat coverage for me. So when Moore hits this route, he runs a dig. He runs an in-breaking route. Fields was not throwing these routes. And he throws it to DJ Moore. Accurate pass. DJ Moore makes a nice catch through traffic. Run after catch. Can you get the line to gain? No, he doesn't get there, but you get to a 4th and 2. So you can either make a decision, you can go for it, whatever. But that play right there, even as he forces the ball to DJ Moore when a different receiver was open that may have gotten the first down, I still like it because A, he's throwing the freaking dig, and B, he's understanding to get the ball to DJ Moore when he has a window. He's trusting him to win even in spaces that he doesn't typically feel comfortable throwing the ball. This play right here was legit 2 weeks before the Broncos play. 3rd and 13, DJ Moore at the top of the screen. Fields top of the drop, clean pocket. DJ Moore breaking on the dig. And the safety that was here bailed single high. So we should know that we have this potential window. This is the sort of Fields is just eyes front side. Just does not give DJ Moore the look. When you play with a star receiver, you have to change the way your eyes work. You have to change the way your feet work, change how you choose what routes to throw. Fields not used to having this guy, so he doesn't think to throw it to him. Misses a wide open conversion on 3rd down week 2. Comes back in week 4 and says, I'm getting the ball to DJ Moore. To me, that's improvement. This is what the Bears were buying when they got DJ Moore for Fields. They thought this would be like an A.J. Brown-esque effect on a quarterback like Jalen Hurts. And through the first 3 weeks, it looked nothing like that. And through the last 2 weeks, it has. Huge win for them. And that's not the only personnel win. Obviously, Fields is playing better, but we have left guard Tevin Jenkins, who's doing a nice job stepping in, came off his calf injury. He's improved the pass protection. We have the absence of wide receiver Chase Claypool. Has been shipped to Miami. He was a net negative on basically like every play he was in. Just by getting him off the field, the Bears have improved. But there's also macro level scheme stuff that offensive coordinator Luke Getsy is doing better after the first 2 weeks of the season. Take, for example, this that I wrote after that Tampa Bay game. Fields led the league in the percent of his passes that were thrown behind the line of scrimmage and was also worst in the league in completing those passes. Doesn't make sense. Well, through the last 3 weeks, they've taken away a lot of the behind the line of scrimmage targets. Their rate of called screens is just down. And then because you have more one read, just trust DJ Moore stuff, Fields is just inherently checking the ball down less. Take designed quarterback runs, not scrambles, designed runs, the most low-hanging fruit for a quarterback like Fields. Through the first 2 weeks of the season, they had only 5 such called runs. Well, in 2 of the last 3 games, they've called more than 5 designed quarterback runs in a game alone. Take those in-breaking routes. He wasn't throwing them the first 2 weeks of the season, so they legit just took them out of the offense in week 3, and now they're trying to fold them back in. And last but not least, the freaking rollouts, man. Just getting Fields on the move, simplifying the amount of field he has to read, letting him throw with athleticism. The stuff that he's the best at is being reintroduced into the offense. Look at this throw, man. I wasn't initially gonna do this play, but just watch this throw. Ooh, goodness gracious. With the pressure in his lap. Gosh, just let him do that all the time. The fact that it took time for these changes to be made, that they walked into the season with a different offense and then had to adjust on the fly is frustrating. The sort of stuff that's working for Fields now is either the sort of stuff that's always worked for him or the sort of stuff that you just want to do when you have a receiver like DJ Moore, when you have a star guy. So this should have been more intuitive. It should have been easier, and it's frustrating that it wasn't. But we're here now. They're doing better stuff, and we have to ask, is this sustainable? It's a tough question to answer. Obviously no, because they're being super successful on 3rd down right now and really successful on plays 20+ yards down the field. And that sort of stuff tends to be really noisy. You have a really good week and then you have a really bad week. So obviously not. They're living on big plays and 3rd down conversions. That's not going to keep up. On the other hand, if anything was going to work for Justin Fields, if anything was going to be sustainable, it was going to be this. The Justin Fields Bears offense always needed to be quarterback run and mobility oriented with rollouts, with simplified reads. It always needed to be DJ Moore oriented where he gets a massive lion's share of the targets. It always needed to be one read throw oriented, downfield oriented. Let's run some double moves. Let's try to get huge chunk gains from our quarterback who can launch a beautiful ball down the field. If a Bears offense is going to be sustainable, it's going to be this one. So it's a very tough question to answer. I frankly just want to see it for longer because I've had flash moments of Justin Fields in seasons past. I've had the Patriots game and the Cowboys game and the Dolphins game where he's looked like a guy who's going to put it all together. And then the offense loses whatever magic touch it had found and he crashes back down to earth. So do not put it in the newspaper that Ben is back to believing in Justin Fields, because I'm not. Do not put it in the newspaper that I think the Bears offense is fixed, because I don't. But if Justin Fields is back and the Bears offense is fixed, it'll be because it looks like this. And that'll do it for us here on the play sheet. Thank you for watching. Don't say that Ben said Justin Fields is back. The number one takeaway from this episode should not be that Justin Fields is back. I'm not saying that. Thank you for watching, though. Thank you to Corey McCall for producing. Thank you. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. I love you. Bye.